Really, it all began with a little research, and I have to credit my wife to this quite a bit because she was looking into different ways that I could seek some sort of treatment, but remain at home and anonymous. And North Star actually fit both of those. So she found North Star through another special operations group website. She just basically reached out to one of the personnel that worked for North Star. He called me up and we had a chat. I didn't agree to anything to begin with. And then, after some time of discussing it with my wife, we felt this was probably the best option for me, basically to remain anonymous and also remain at home at the same time without having to, I don't know, necessarily, if you go into a normal treatment facility, I guess, if that's the correct word, like you would have to leave your family. They allow you to operate and still be at home, operate and do the normal daily functions that I do without necessarily putting it out to the world outside of the people that already knew my issues. I went to work. I lived my normal daily life at work, outside of work. There was just a few people that close to me. Obviously, my wife was aware, and some other friends, close friends that I let in, told them the information, what I was doing, and so I had their support as well while I was going through the program. It didn't need to be, like I said, put out there for everybody, just those that mattered to me the most. And I could seek that treatment and not have to answer to anybody else or put that out there. One of the main things that it did for me was it gave me time to absorb it. So it's not a program where you just enter and then you're just cut off from everything. It allows you to seek the treatment, meet with the nurses, the doctors, mentor the navigators, have conversations, and take the kind of like the baby steps towards your goals. At the time, I was looking to stop for a certain amount of time, which I did. It allowed me to kind of build my own path versus having one forced on me. If that makes any sense, how I wanted to approach it, and when I was ready to go all in, I went all in, and from that, I learned a lot of what I was capable of doing, and and how I could live life with or without alcohol. One of the biggest reasons why collectively we decided that this was the right thing, but that's why we went with North Star. There was multiple times that potentially that I could have sought treatment while on active duty, but again, that was one of those things that given my line of work and everything, I was dedicated to what I was doing, right? And I don't want anything to affect that. If they're looking for a way to remain anonymous, remain at home, not have that traditional treatment. This is it. North Star's it. They allow you to kind of go at your own pace. They can do a science-based approach, which was another attractive thing to this type of treatment. And I would say those would be the reasons.